Okay. Where are we going next? We are going to Jacksonville, Florida, where we will speak to Terrance.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All right.
Good, how are you?
All right, I'm doing fine. This is actually the first time I actually called. I'm surprised I actually made it.
Well, welcome.
All right. Well, I am currently an atheist, but I've been raised as a black Protestant for my entire life. So I've been indoctrinated because my mother, she's really into it. And I also have been raised, I also went to private school and learned about God and all that. It's not until at 30 from last year that I really started looking into everything that I taught about, because everything that I've been taught my entire life, I have my skeptic, but I actually know that it's not real, none of it. And it really did screw me over when it comes to education and everything. And I'm also have an autistic spectrum. I have Asperger's, and it's really hard to actually to associate. So excuse me from stuttering.
How specifically did it affect your education? Were you homeschooled or anything?
I'm not homeschooled. I went to a Christian school.
Okay.
And it's a black Christian school down by the inner city. I don't really live there, but my parents got community there.
Okay.
So there are a lot of friends.
So what?
But yeah, the school there was not that great. It was a lot of rowdy kids. I didn't really learn anything from the high school. I just happened to graduate without even knowing what the hell I was studying. And I actually come to realize once I actually define myself as an atheist, they don't really care about education that much. That's how I feel, because when I start studying, I just keep learning stuff, and I personally didn't take education seriously, because all I do is just need to have a talent, and I have to pray to God that He recognize my talent and that I become a success. It's just really pretty bad advice.
Well, let me ask you something. What denomination were you indoctrinated into?
What denomination?
Yeah.
I was going to say Baptist.
Okay, so some kind of Baptist church. Okay.
Yeah. I want to say Baptist. But the thing is that I really study into the Bible, and I just want to know why I haven't become a success, and I've been praying and all that, but it's just when it comes to times that my skepticism actually got past me, and then I start reading into the Bible, and after reading the whole book, it's probably the worst thing I ever read in my life.
Yeah, a lot of us have had that
it's
experience.
Not great. Nope.
No, it's hard. No, it's pretty bad. Then I started studying into the stories that came in, and that opened a whole new can of worms. I read the stuff from Epic of Gilgamesh, which is probably going to be my next YouTube name, so check out that one. And other ancient myths that's actually common with the story from the Bible, and it's just blew my mind what I've been believing this in my entire life. And once I came out with my mother, which I love dearly, I love my mother dearly, but once I came out of it as an atheist, she did not take that well. She was about to walk out on me, and sometimes when I come to visit, a topic like religion comes up, and she keeps bugging me of what do I believe, and I was like, I don't believe anything in the supernatural, and that argument started exploding, and I know I can't really talk to her because she just screams out that stay away from me, devil, and it really breaks my heart because I don't have any friends and I'm autistic, so it's really difficult for me to actually find a community there because I'm pretty much the only black person in my family or in my community that's actually an atheist.
Okay. Well, I promise you're not the only black person in your community who's an atheist.
Yeah, I know I'm not the only black person. It just feels that way because I'm on my own on that.
Yeah.
My entire family is theists, and only a few of them would actually talk to me about it and feel badly and confess to me otherwise.
Yeah. So basically, deconverting like you did and then revealing that you're an atheist to your family has caused some problems for you, namely that your family took it poorly. And
well, mainly my mother. My father was a bit open-minded and tried to understand what I'm at, but I don't know how about that. But
yeah,
it actually made a ridge, and I probably might not be around them for too much longer.
Yeah.
But at the very least, we don't talk about our religious belief.
Yeah.
Because that was just going to open up a big conflict. Because nobody in my family ever been deconverted like that before.
Yeah. Well, and not talking about it may be the only way to preserve the relationship. So if if they agree not to basically push their religious beliefs on you, and you agree not to talk about your lack of belief around them, then maybe that's the way to go forward and still maintain a relationship with them. If that's what you want.
The thing is, I also have a niece, and I know she's going to probably be indoctrinated. Well, she's more likely going to be indoctrinated.
Yep,
probably.
And you know what? There might not be anything you can do about that.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know if I could give her any sound advice when she's growing up, if she's going to ask me about this, because she may want to know.
In a situation like that, all you can really do is be there for her and be a cool uncle so that she, I mean, which may be difficult if you're autistic. I don't really know your situation, but I mean,
it's Asperger's. It's Asperger's.
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Asperger's, like sometimes it's a little challenging to relate to people, but I know it's not impossible. So, I mean, be approachable, be someone she likes, and, if she starts to have doubts that she can't discuss with her parents, maybe she'll come to you. But, I mean, also do not assume or tie up your entire sense of self-worth in fixing your niece's life because, because you can't be fully responsible for another person. They get to make their own choices at some point. But there are also a couple of other things that I would suggest, which is one is, since you're calling from Jacksonville, Florida, like there's a meetup group called Jack's Atheists that you can Google that apparently meets regularly for trivia nights and burgers. And jam sessions sometimes, it looks like. You might want to check that out just because, not that this should replace your entire social sphere, but they might be people that you can relate to in certain ways.
Well, the other thing, too, is online communities. There's a lot of online communities on Facebook, on other, online type social network, social media that you can take advantage of. And, as someone with Asperger's, maybe that would be a more comfortable kind of social outlet for you. Certainly.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about going back to YouTube and start commenting on the issues I'm having with the black community when it comes to religion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm also planning to do.
Yeah, and another thing I would say is, like, it's great that you've come to some conclusions and felt comfortable deconverting. And I know from talking to a lot of people that sometimes when people leave religion, all they want to think about is atheism for a while and looking up better and better ways to debunk religion. And, you know, that's cool and all, and I encourage that. But also, don't let it occupy all your time, because there's a lot of other things. Like, for instance, you said that you don't feel like you got a great education. There's a remedy for that.
I actually totally agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm actually going back to school.
Very good.
Going back to school.
Yeah.
I'm at community college now.
Go back to school
Great.
if you can, and if you can't, like, pick a topic that you're interested in and read something that has nothing to do with religion. Learn a language or something.
Yeah. But you said you're going back to community college, and that's great.
Yeah, listen to
I
an
think
ebook.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, go do the community college thing. Also, it will bring you in touch with a lot of people who aren't just your immediate family who frustrates you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a great thing. I'm actually studying human anatomy.
Oh, good.
Good.
So,
Cool.
So I'm actually having a lot of fun. I saw a lot of interesting stuff.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you very much for your time.
Okay,
yes.
man.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good to hear from you.
All right, thanks.